Sandy, tell us about your experience with Synerzip and offshore. How long you've been working with them and what's that experience like?
We've been working with Synerzip about 3 years. I started with one offshore team. We have a couple teams now. One of the best things about working with the Synerzip team is we have a strong leader over there, and I don't have to worry about whether the guys are working, whether they're not working. I have to make sure that they're doing things every day because I have someone over there that'll do that. And I, of course, do talk to them every day. We have daily stand-ups in the morning, and they quickly understand what I need them to do. Over on this side, we take our responsibility very seriously, where we make sure that we have written requirements and understanding, and we'll spend whatever time is necessary to explain what we're trying to do, what the goals are, what our customers are looking for. And then no matter what kind of requirements we give them, whether it's vague requirements or very detailed, with UX descriptions, they will very quickly meet every one of our requirements and create workable software within a couple of weeks.
And how much hand-holding do you think your team has to provide to get productive output from this team?
What we have to do is not, I wouldn't call it hand-holding, I call it a reasonable amount of communication.
Okay.
You can't depend on having, we all have these conversations with the guy sitting next to us, right? And we forget to write things down, we forget to communicate that. And those things can be a problem, working with any offshore team. But what you'll find out pretty quickly within a few months is you're having other problems even locally if you don't write things down, if everything's rumor. So you have to do those things anyway, right? In fact, when our team offshore and onshore matured a couple years ago, we were trying to get the teams to go to the next level to where we would have written code standards. And I actually had Amit, the lead over in Pune, write those, because he's one who had to learn them and over again. So start the document there, make a living document, and then every time somebody does a code review here on their code, where someone would say, well, they didn't follow this standard. I'm like, oh, well, have you written it down? Is it in the document? Add it to the document.
Right.
So basically we created a living document and rules, and as time went on over the last couple of years, we have really built out a good coding standards, and it's really helped.
Any observations that you have on the turnover in the team, stability of the team, that often comes up as an issue for offshore?
I'm trying to think if we've had any turnover on this team. I've worked with other teams in India at other companies, and there's been moderate turnover on those teams, but there's been very, very low turnover on the Synerzip teams. I've had the same lead for 3 years. I think we had one person swap out, and that's it. The only problem we've had.
And the quality of output these guys produce, how would your quality and quantity of output produced by Synerzip team versus another team sitting here? Any comparison?
Yeah, what I would say is the Synerzip team is always focused on delivering value to customers. And like I said, we give them requirements, give them a timeline, and they will always deliver. We've had problems sometimes with a few people actually here where they're thinking longer term, which is sometimes appropriate, but thinking longer term, and they'll actually take longer to get the software out because they're building out, a platform that's meant to last 5-10 years. And a lot of times that's not what we need. We need something that our customers can use now. We want to start getting revenue on those features now. And the Synerzip team understands that. It's about getting features out, refactor later if you need to, get features out, stable of course.
Excellent. Thank you.